Good morning, everyone. It's Cail. How you doing today? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today I'm going to be doing some diamond painting. I'm working on Magic Potion. That's that big kit that I'm working on. I'm working on this bottle here. It's got a bunch of little hearts in it, so I'm assuming it's a love potion. Cute, 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 cute. Over yesterday, I did kind of this bottom part here. So let me move the camera a little bit so you can kind of see towards the edge. There's that. So I'm going to just continue on. I've got some colors out already. And I've got the clear plastic up here. I actually didn't take it off for this section. I didn't cut it all the way off like I normally would because I'm doing the whole bottom of the bottle. Kind of like in one kind of swoop, instead of just like a small little section. So I'm still suffering from my ragweed allergies that's going on, and so pardon how I sound, or if you hear me sniffling a little bit. I did take my medicine. I took some Flonase and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and get some Spotify going. I think it was changing songs. The doggies are sleeping. We just came in from outside. I was outside watering the plants. And because it's still hot here. It's in the 90s. I don't know why, but it's in the 90s. It's really irritating because I want it to be over. So let's see here. This is H. And I'm going to switch my glasses. So I've got my computer glasses to look at the laptop. My other regular glasses I can, for some reason, see better. So, yeah. I didn't stream yesterday. So I had done some rearranging in my studio to make a little bit more room for the diamond painting area. And so yesterday I thought, well, let me go ahead and do a stream. Got my new setup, and I went to go set everything up, but since I'm right-handed, I need the laptop over on the right-hand side. And no matter how I tried to get it to work where it was comfortable, where I could see, and I'm working in a small little space. I would say the space here from the wall to where I'm sitting is maybe like a little over 2 feet. Maybe like almost 3. And then from the wall to my left, because there's a wall over here, because this is in the corner, to where the drafting table ends, is probably about 4.5 feet, maybe almost 5 feet. So it's a small little area. And then I have my purple chair. Of course, purple is my favorite color. So I have an armchair. That's pretty comfortable. It's just solid purple. A real pretty purple. And so I've got that, and that's where I sit to do my diamond painting. I don't use my office chair because that's over by the desk, which is to my right. So I tried all these little configurations, and I've got like a little side table that holds the lamp and a kind of like a little jar to hold my diamond painting pens, and my coffee cup warmer, a fan if it gets warm in here or whatever. So I've got like stuff on this little table, so I have to have the little table, and then I have a kind of like a TV tray table. So it's usually out in the sunroom when I do my diamond painting out there. And I was like, well, maybe I can put the computer on it. Let me bring it in here and test it out. So I hauled out over there, grabbed that, brought it back in, tried some different configurations, and it just wasn't working. I put the tray table to my left, but I'm right-handed, so my natural inclination is to look to the right. And I don't use the touchpad on the laptop because I'm an old school boomer. And so I was like, this is just not working. So after maybe about I don't know, maybe an hour and a half of fiddling with that and realizing it just wasn't going to work, I put the area back the way it had been before. I was like, okay, let's start over. And so I kept the tray table in here. I was like, I can still use that for the laptop. Let me put this little table over on my left, and that's where, like, you know, the coffee and the fan and all that is. And then what I can do is just kind of store the laptop out of the way against the wall when I'm not using it, because it's not a big room. I need all the floor space and moving around space I can get. And then when I need to use it for streaming, I just kind of pull it forwards and kind of angle it so I can still see the laptop over on my right. So it seems to be working out okay. Oh man, I missed that. I can reach the laptop. I've got my mouse like on the drafting table, just like right over here. And so I think it's going to work out okay. So I'm happy about that. And I can still, if I'm sitting here and I'm not streaming and I'm diamond painting, I can still see the TV, which is that way. Because I don't have it mounted on the wall, it's on my desk. So my desk, it's not like a typical, you know, office desk or whatever. So I saw this idea, I think it was on Pinterest. And basically it's made out of, it's kind of like a DIY. It's a good DIY thing. And so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 closet-made shelf units. They have like slide-in wire drawers. And then on top of that, I had my husband get me a some melamine board. It's got the white top, kind of like press board in the middle, and I just had him cut it to fit over top the closet-made shelving units. So it's kind of nice because the melamine is very easy to care for. I don't have to worry about it getting, you know, wet or whatever. The whole thing is real sturdy. And the closet-made drawers, I have all my, I'm losing it. Sorry about that. So I've got things like my diamond drills from other kits or other kits I'm working on. I've got notebooks that I use, all of my adult coloring book, pencils and so forth there, canvases for doing little paintings, like kind of like crafty things. Let me drink some coffee, maybe it'll help my voice. Lord have mercy, it's killing me. It's been like 2 weeks of this BS. So anyhow, it's got some sewing supplies there. I used to have a sewing machine. I have no idea how to use a sewing machine. I thought I would be smart and like teach myself how to do it. And then I tried and I was like, this is not my forte. Like, give it up. It's just not going to happen. And so I gave it to my daughter, one of my daughters. I was like, here, have fun. I have no idea if she's used it, but I gave it to her. Let's see here, there's an H, so there's more H here, but I might want to go and do this U first. So usually, as you've seen maybe in my other videos, if you've been watching, I do like a corner like up this way. That way I have a place like to rest my hand, and I actually have like a little washcloth here that I can just, you know, rest my hand on, because they start digging into your hand. And but this area right here, it's got kind of like block, I would say like I'll say like blocks of color. So like that was like a little H section. So here's like a P. Here's this little, it looks like a little dagger, sword and whatever, line with a small line. Here's like a little thing of V, and here's a thing of P and 7, you know. So they're kind of like in little blocks. These keep moving. Like, stop floating on the glue. So anyways, that's kind of how I'm doing this section. It seems to be working out okay. So let's see here. Make sure you can see what I'm doing here. Down here, in this area. So this color is 3848. So it's been kind of a quiet week since I've been still under the weather with these allergies that are just on my nerves. And just trying to stay inside, out of the air. We've had several air quality alert days. Today's another one. So I haven't been actually like going outside and doing anything out there. Like, I haven't left the house all week, and I don't want to. Get on here. Nope, that's a reject. So let me get this out of there. Come on, come on. Oh Lord, it doesn't want to come up. So I'm gonna pick it up with these. Put that one in the trash. Put those back. So I have this little, I'll show you. I have this little trash can. A little clear bag inside. Top just fits in that. That's where I put all my trash drills and so on when I'm working here. I got it on Amazon. Okay, let's go back to here. Oh, I wanted to, while I'm at it, before I forget, this chat widget thing. So let's go over here to the channel. And let's go where it says live. Now so let's pause it over here. You can hear me. And then I'm going to do my little test. And I'm going to put hello. It wasn't working the other day on my desktop, but it's working on my laptop. Okay, what is up with that? Okay. I don't know. I'll have to figure out what's the difference between my laptop and the desktop. I mean, it's the same software. Maybe I can check like the software version of XSplit, and the plugins updated on both. I don't know what other settings would affect that it doesn't work on the desktop, so I'll look into that. So I hope you all have been having a good week, as peaceful as mine. It is nice when you can have a peaceful weekend. Oh, I meant one over here. I just listen to some chill music. If you've got a diamond painting kit, you break it out, work along with me while I'm just chatting. Try to make some progress on this. So I did finish Bittersweet, which is the picture of the woman like with the tears coming down out of her eyes. It's a Diamond Art Club kit. I did finish that. It's a round drill kit. It's hanging to my left up on the pegboard on a hanger. And it turned out actually much nicer. Notifications on my laptop. It turned out much nicer than I expected. So I was happy about that. It turned out like really, really pretty. And it's kind of my little sad diamond painting kit for my mom and my son. And that's why I like it. It's called Bittersweet. And their losses are bittersweet. So I'm going to probably this weekend clean it, get it sealed, and then I'm going to turn it over to my hubby, so to speak, and see if he can be creative and make a frame for it so I can hang it. I'll probably put it in the hallway between all the bedrooms and the bathroom. I don't know if I want to look at it like every day, like right in my face, but I want to be able to see it here and there. Even though it is pretty, but it is sad. So I'm not going to put it in the living room. You know, that's depressing. So then I figured I would get back to this one here, Magic Potion. Get some coffee. A little bit of coffee. Not too much. I've had some already earlier this morning. I've been up since 3:30. For some reason, the puppy was stirring. I don't know why. So she woke me up, and usually if I get woken up early in the morning like that, there's no way I can go back to sleep. At least not right away. So I went out, made coffee, started getting everybody fed the cat. Oh gosh. And got the other pups up and fed everybody, and then came in here and was doing this lower section on the diamond painting while I was listening to the news and the weather. That's where I found out about the air quality alert. It's like, great. I mean, I don't know if fall is ever going to come, but I wish it would. Okay, the AC's going on. And it is still warm. I don't know what the temperature is right now. Probably in the 80s. But it's going to go up to 94, maybe 92. I don't know. Something crazy. So then, hubby woke up. He got ready for work. He split the scene. He went to work. He's so happy it's Friday. And I went back to sleep. After diamond painting for a bit, I just went back to sleep. I was like, screw this. So I slept till about 7, and then I was like, okay, that's enough. So that's kind of what happens if we wake up like too early. Waking up at 4, that's early, but I can manage it. Waking up at 3:30, that's like ridiculous. I mean, that's like the middle of the night. And so, yeah. Okay, so I got a little bit more over here. So yesterday was Wheel of Time Day, and it was episode 7. And of course it was an abomination and a total bastardization of Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time books. And I hated every moment of it. And so did everyone who was watching with us. We did the watch party on Prophet of the Dragons. You can find his channel on YouTube. We did the watch party on his Discord. And I was watching on my phone because it's Thursday night football. So Huppy was watching football on the living room TV. So watch that, and it was a total joke. Let's see if I got anything else in that color. I don't even have any of that color. Oh, I have some over here, but I'm not going to do that right now. So yeah, so it was awful. I hate the way that they've changed these characters to act in ways that they didn't act in the books. Just in the plot lines were come on down here. The plot lines were awful. Half the time, because of the editing, put that over there. Don't need that one. Okay, I'm done with that one. So because of the editing, the way they were just jump cutting from scene to scene to scene, it was a flicker. First they're there, then it's this person, then it's this person. And half the time I couldn't even tell. I was getting confused, and I know the books. I was getting confused, and I was like, where are they? Why is that person there? How did they get there? They were just literally jumping all over the place, all over the continent that's in the books. And I was just like, awful. Okay, so we've got E. And we got this over here, this little plastic. Move that. Move this up a little bit. If I just do like this little section here. So they were just jump cutting around right and left and right, here and there. This person with that person. Yeah, it was terrible. I was getting so confused. It was giving me a headache. I don't know if that's like a function of boomerism or old age or something, but I was like, what are they doing? Why can't they just stay in one place and talk for more than, like, 2 seconds? The main character was just totally trashed, the Dragon Reborn, and they made him just a little cuck to all the women. And then at the end, in an astonishing, stupid plot line, he goes through a waygate, which is kind of like a portal for traveling through or whatever, with his enemy. Well, one of his enemies. And I'm like, what is going on? Why is he doing that? Is it because it's a woman? It was stupid. But I'm past the point of being like totally furious with it. It's just, it's gone beyond just being bad TV, a bad adaptation, to just being ridiculous. Like, it's literally just a joke. No one who's a fan of these books can even remotely take this seriously, so there's no point in getting upset about it, because it's just totally so stupid. I see white fur moving to my right, out of the corner of my eye. Who is that? Oh, that was Lily. She went in the other bed. There's 2 little brown beds in here for them. The baby is behind me on the day bed, laying on the heating pad, of course. I don't know why. It's not cold in here. It's warm. If I could, I would put the fan on, but it's probably too noisy. Although I have the ceiling fan on. Okay. So if I leave that like that, kind of go down this way. Okay, so let's move that one out of the way. So that little chunk of yellow right there. This is 2. There's P. There's 1. Let's do 1. Lily? Lily, come and lie down. Lie down. Come on. She hears something outside, I think, and she wants to bark at it, but I don't want her to. It's like, no barking. That's number 1. It's a AB. It's super glittery. So I think since Friday, and I'm still under the weather. This song is actually like getting on my nerves. Let's skip to the next one. Okay. I know it's like too repetitive. Maybe after this, what I'll do, because I'm gonna do this little section here, this little section there. I'm picking up the ABs sometimes is problematic because they're whatever rough on the top or whatever, I don't know. So anyway, so after I'm done with this, I was feeling like it won't, like, it's hard to pick up sometimes. Okay, this music, let's change. Let me see, let me go over to this one instead. That other one was kind of weird. I mean, it's copyright free and everything, but that was weird. A little too computer sounding. So, okay, back to what I was saying. So I think after this, I'll go out in the sunroom because it's bright and sunny here today, and break out my cross stitch project, my Heaven and Earth design project. I'm doing Once Upon a Fairy Tale. Really super pretty. I did notice that when I was stitching the last time, I've probably done, move the table. I've probably done almost 300 stitches. So that's 3 10 by 10 squares. So obviously not very much progress because I'm not a fast cross stitcher. So I noticed that the stitches are like really small, and it's a 16 count. So that means that there's 16 stitches in an inch. I think that's what it is. So, hey, no, don't fall in there. Oh Lord. So they don't want to stick sometimes in the pen. So I noticed that the stitches are like really small, and I'm having a hard time kind of seeing what I'm doing. I know I already made a mistake in the count. So I kind of jury rigged that. It's all like a bunch of, where I'm starting in the upper left corner is a bunch of blue, different shades of blue. So you can't really tell that I made a mistake, but that was irritating. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to be more careful, count more carefully. And I noticed that I don't have, like I used to, as far as like my mind, how my mind works at my age, the like it just takes me longer to kind of figure out the stitching. You know, am I in the right square? Did I count right? And I find myself doing a lot of double, triple checking, and that's just slowing me down. So, I mean, the thing might not be ever done at the rate I'm going. And so, if I croak over and die before it's done, I'll maybe like I do my will, I'll be like, instructions for the Heaven and Earth cross stitch design. Please donate to someone who will finish it, who enjoys cross stitch and will finish it, and then just give it to them. Because at this rate, yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get it done. These diamonds, like, are they gonna, like, look at this, like, just trying to, like, pick these, like, pick up. They're real finicky. And I have wax on the pen, but I've noticed that happens on the ABs. And you gotta kind of be gentle because it's got like that little coating on the top that makes them extra glittery. You don't want to like take it off. So can you see that? Like pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. And sometimes they just don't want you. Don't fall. And what I'll do is just try to put a little bit more wax in it, in the pen, see if that helps any. I love my new pen. I like it. Okay, oh, I was doing the ones. Even though I was only going to do, this is why you have these other little sections going on here. So I was only going to do this little section, then I'm like looking, like my eye wanders, right, out of habit now. It just wanders and starts looking and starts seeing all these other areas that are the number one. So So I'm like, oh, go do that while I have the drills out. Okay. Get in there. Let's see. All this is V inside these little, I think they're little bubbles. Maybe. I don't know. P, E, O. I have O out over there. H. Some more H here. I'll do that in a second. P. There's some more ones down here. There's none over there. So let's do this little section. I must like paint, diamond paint weird compared to some other people. I don't know. Sometimes I do weird things. So anyhow, Wheel of Time, one more episode, then season 2 is done, and I'll be free of that torment, and I won't watch season 3 if there's a season 3. I really would hope that they just cancel it. It's so bad. But I doubt they will, because they're happy with their little, you know, SJW woke version of, that's upside down. Oop. Of Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time. Okay. I think that's it for one. The other thing I've been having is like pain right here and right here. And right now that hurts. I don't know why. Old age. So my mom had rheumatoid arthritis really, really bad as she got older. Probably maybe from when she was in her 70s to her 80s, early 80s, and then she passed away. Yeah, she was in a lot of pain a lot from rheumatoid arthritis. Sip of coffee there. Okay, let's go back to the H's and set that aside. This little block. I haven't been really doing much multi-placing. Done some, but not a lot. Yeah, you know, I can do it. So like here there's 4 and this is a 4. And these little trays aren't particularly helpful for that either. So, you know, like this thing, it's just like, it's always one of them wants to just be difficult. So, right, so you try and do 4. And they're like spread apart. Yeah. I mean, so I can do it. So I'm thinking when I get to the, go back to the area at the top, because I didn't finish that area up that way. So I did the bottle on the right, which is the one with the flowers, and then the little fairy, and then above that I did the books. So you can see on the picture down here. So I did the books above that, but the little black area up there, it's just covered up by release paper. And I'll go back and do that, because that's not going to be very much fun for anybody to watch, just doing some quick multi-placing on a big block of black. So I figured, well, let me go ahead and just start this bottle. And it's a little more colorful, more fun to look at, and more fun to watch and whatever. More fun to do. More fun to do. I normally wouldn't set that section aside. I would have just gone ahead and done it. But I figured, if I'm going to stream, let's do like some pretty colors. So after this also, I think I'm going to take some Tylenol sinus. Oof. I can just feel it. A little coffee cup warmer. Where was I? Over here. Boomer moment. That does happen. So this weekend, I don't know what hubby has for plans. I'll probably put her around in the yard some. He likes doing that. And I'll do some puttering in the house. I'll do some cleaning. I already did the laundry. Maybe vacuum. So I have this rug cleaner, like a rug shampooer, that I bought that I have never used. And I told hubby I wanted to try it out, because Miss Little Puppy has peed in my studio on the carpet 2 or 3 times that I'm aware of, that I've seen, felt, cleaned. Yeah, so that's gonna have to stop. So that's another thing I'm gonna work on today. I think hubby's calling. Okay, he can wait. That's another thing I'm going to do today, is look up some tips for having your dog not pee in the house. I mean, she has her little pee pad areas. Oh, he's calling me again. He should know that I could be streaming. Why would he even call back? I'll just send him a text message real quick. Like, hello. I just put here streaming. Let's do a little kiss emoji. There you go. I'm gonna look up some tips or something for how to stop her from peeing on the carpet, because I think she's also done it. I have a runner rug in the kitchen, by the kitchen sink in front of the stove. She's peed on that. I believe that she did the carpet by the front door, where you can wipe your feet when you come in. And then I have a purplish magenta color carpet in the studio here, and I believe she's done it on that too. So it's not very often. She doesn't do it every day, but it's irritating. It's like, you know better. You shouldn't be doing that. You're almost a year old. So I don't know why she's doing it. So I think what I'm going to do is just do some research on the internet and see what I can find, or a product I can use to get her to go on the grass things, fake grass things. Because I have a fake grass thing here in the studio, in case she needs to go at night. Because this is where she sleeps, it's in here. And then I have the one out in the kennel, it's not really meant for it, but it's a kennel for like where you put your dog when you go out. But we let them run around when we go like grocery shopping or whatever, because they don't do anything other than bark at people going down the sidewalk. So I just put the little grass thing in there, and she'll go in there. I've seen her walk in there on her own volition and go to the bathroom. And I'm like, I do the praising and all that good stuff. She will go pee outside, but she won't do the other one outside. I don't know if she just doesn't like the feel of the grass or whatever. But I'm just sick of like washing carpets, and it's like, you have to stop. Like, you have to stop. Let's see. Like this. I have some up in here in this blue heart. It says love. I might just use these up here that are in the tray. Let's see something here. I think my husband texted me back. He's so silly. He usually calls me in the morning just to check on me, see what we're doing, and normally it's not anything exciting because we're at home. And you know, it's like, oh yeah, we've been sleeping. We've been sleeping. We went outside. It's real exciting. Wow, it's just a super stellar report. It's like, yeah, we went outside. I watered. They went to the bathroom. Then we came back in. And then they went back to sleep. And so did I. Or I streamed, or I watched TV, something on YouTube. You know. Other times it's like, oh yeah, well I did the dishes. I put laundry in. Yeah, I vacuumed. Yeah, they're sleeping. And so it's like, it's like a really super boring little report. No, I didn't really do anything. We're not doing much. I have a sinus headache. I don't know. Let me move this plastic up a little bit so I can use these last two up. I'm not sure like what he's expecting me to say. I mean, I don't buy lottery tickets, so you know, I can't say, well, yeah, we won the lottery. And I don't know. I don't know what he wants. Okay, that was H. That was 37.55. So now we have a little V area here. And this is P going down like this. So probably I'll do this little V. Little V's. And then I'll move to E. I'll keep some P out, and then I'll do E, and then, because this is P here. Okay, so I need P. I don't have P out. I have E. This is E. It's like a pink. Let's see. Let me look down in here. P is purple. Of course. It's 554. So we'll put those in here. What's that in there? Let's see what that is. That is a different color. Come out. Have to get used to where I put everything. So like the little, I have a little glass. Let me see. Where are you? I'm dropping things. Little glass container that has the beads. The drills, the ones that either go flying off or fell out of the container or whatever. So they're over on the side. But of course, since I moved everything around, now I don't know where things are. Okay, so that's the P, so we have P ready, and then let's get the V, which is what? I see the heart. Where's V? Oh, V is blue. Oh, duh, it's blue there. Okay, so let's put some of this V in here. I really dislike these trays. I do need to buy some other ones. More like this style here, the white one. The problem is these little ridges that are in these trays are so low. The AC went on. They're so low that I'm shaking everything. That they don't like settle in the tray very well. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like diamond painting user issues. So I have things to do after I'm done. Call the hubby. Get the cross stitch out. Move out into the sunroom. Research puppy. Well, she's not really a puppy. Not anymore. I mean, she's little like a puppy, but she's not a puppy. There's some house training issues. Look that up. The other thing that she's been doing is chewing. Oh my god. So I have a black cushion, and it looks like kind of like a Ouija board type letters or whatever on the front. And I just like it. It's black and the letters are white. It just looks cool. And she chewed on. It's got tassels on the four corners, and she chewed off 2 of them. She pulled out all the threads of the tassel. And it's a brand new cushion. I'm like, what the age are you doing? So she likes to chew on the corners of things. I look back, make sure she's still asleep. So say like a washcloth or the blanket. Like she has little soft blankets that I cover her with when she's sleeping. She gets cold pretty easy, so I keep her covered up a lot of the time. And that's why she's always sleeping on the heating pad. Spoiled. But she'll chew like on the corner of the blanket. So we're going to fill these little circles in with V. So I caught her because she's sleeping behind me on some cushions, pillows, whatever, on the daybed. So I turned around, and the first time I caught her, she had destroyed 1 tassel. The second time I caught her, she had destroyed the second tassel. And the third time, I moved the cushion, of course. It's like, no. Told her no, don't do that. I don't spank her, so I just verbally, and her little ears went down. She was like, oh shit, mom's mad at me. Yeah. So that other time I turned around and she was chewing on the corner of the pillowcase. So it's always on the corner, and she's not teething. She's all done with that. It's just like, you know, I have hooves, I've got deer antlers, I've got other toys that you can like chew on, but she just likes that fabric. But I don't want her chewing on it because I don't want her to, you know, rip out any threads and swallow them and whatever, get like some kind of freaking obstruction in her intestines. Like, yeah, no, that's not, no. So I have to kind of like keep looking back and make sure she's not awake, because she's like deadly quiet when she does that. She's like in stealth mode. She's like stealth mode Chihuahua. I'm going to chew on this really just quietly so mom doesn't know that I'm doing it. Like, really, little girl? Okay, so there's those. That's V. V was 33.25. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do the P. So I've been going about 15 minutes. I'll go a little bit longer. I'll do this little section here. Then hit the sunroom. So okay, so this weekend, I don't know, hubby's probably gonna work on his car, work in the yard. You know, he putters around, he stays busy. Things around the house. Or his stained glass. He made a real pretty stained glass decorative window hanging thing for his window in his bathroom. And it turned out really nice, real pretty. Simple but pretty. And then tomorrow is college football day. So I will be watching College Game Day and seeing who's playing. And of course, if Texas is playing, we usually watch Texas. Some other teams I'm interested in would be Florida State, of course, Notre Dame. Kind of keep an eye on like what Auburn's doing, see if they're like recovering. Not too into Alabama or Georgia. I watch Tennessee. I like West Virginia. I like the Huskies. I keep an eye on some of the California teams for hubby, because like sometimes if he's outside doing stuff, he doesn't get to, you know, watch the whole game or whatever. Just keep him up to date with stuff like that. I usually keep an eye on Maryland, which they're normally, you know, they're usually not very good, but I keep an eye on them because I grew up in Maryland. And I would have gone to that school if it wasn't so huge. It's gigantic. Too many people. So we'll do that. And then tomorrow evening, if there's not like a really super good game on, I'll probably have him watch the first episode of One Piece. See if he likes it. I don't know if he will or not. You know, not sure if that's his style. And I know it gets kind of weird, like kind of whimsical, I guess. I don't know. And then Sunday we'll do the groceries and then watch football. So I forget what the name of the, is it like NFL Countdown? Yeah. Watch that. See who's playing. Kind of do the same thing that I do with the college games. See who's playing, see what's going on, see if anybody major is injured. I think the Cowboys are playing somebody. I think Dak is going to interact with Zeke. Big whoop-de-dee. They were both like a letdown. They were good like the first year or two, and then after that it just started going downhill. I don't know what the issue is with Dak, but these interceptions got to go. And the Cowboys, that loss last week was just a joke. We were watching the game and we were like, what is this team doing? Like, are they playing football? Do they even want to win? They do that every year. It's ridiculous. This is why they're not my team. I've been living in the Dallas area for 30 years. And I just can't, you know, bring myself to call them my team because I hate the way they play like that. That inconsistent, I don't even know what it is. I mean, like, are they ever going to get to the Super Bowl again? They'd probably lose. They'd probably lose. Just because of their whatever psychological sports psychology issues, whatever is going on. Like, how can they win their first two games so well, play so well, look so good, and then turn around and just fall apart? I don't know. But, you know, they need to get good because they were not very good. So there's the little 9. That's pretty. Little 9, the P. It's a pretty color. And it comes up in here. Yeah, so Sunday we'll probably just watch football. It's just so hot. I told my husband I want to go fishing over, I don't know, one of the lakes. We'll pick a local lake because we haven't been fishing in a long time. But it's so hot. His birthday's coming up October 1st. So I was like, what do you want for your birthday? And he normally doesn't want like material things. So I was like, why don't we just, you know, go fishing? Leave the dogs here for a couple hours. They'll be fine. They have food, water, whatever. And, you know, they can hold their pee and poo, whatever, long enough for us to just go fishing for a couple hours. And the lake's not too far away. So I told him, I was like, why don't we, you know, go fishing? So I'm looking at the weather, and it's like, it's in the 90s. It's just... It should be in the 80s. I think it should be in the 80s, and then it should just start dropping. And then it goes down into the 70s, and blah, blah, blah. But the weatherman said the other day we don't get our first freeze till like November. So I have a feeling that we're just kind of screwed for a while. I don't know why it's been so bad this year, but it has been. So that's why I just do my diamond painting and my cross stitch. Maybe I'll do some coloring this weekend. I haven't done that for a bit. I haven't been much into my crochet. That's for the fall and the winter. You have that warm yarn on you when you're making like an afghan or something. It's too hot to do in the summer. Even in AC, it's like, ugh, with this blanket on me. And that's usually what I'm making. Sometimes I'll make a cushion cover. Let me check this. Lily, what are you doing? Lie down. Oh, okay. Just checking. And then I'll also take some time out to grab some Tylenol Sinus and take a couple of those. And hopefully just make sure I don't end up with a massive sinus headache for the day. Grab some water. Oh. Kind of doing like the checkerboard method here. I don't feel like multi-placing. I wonder if that's lazy. I don't know. No, sometimes I just don't like it. For some reason, like I can't get, and I've practiced and I know what to do, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes it works really well, and some days it just like, you know, the drills don't stick. They're like, there's a gap between them. Yeah, you can try and push them closer together, whatever, on the pen, on the placer, but yeah, sometimes I don't feel like fiddling with that. It's just quicker for me to just do them singly like this. And it works. You know, works for me. I hear the fan on the laptop just whirring away. I have a cooling fan underneath it, so it doesn't stay on very long. It just goes on for a little bit. Okay. So we've got more here and more here, more here, and some up here, and some over here. Here. There's a lot of pee, so I'll have to come back. Probably put some more in here. I don't know. But I'll go ahead and let's see how long I've been going. About an hour. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't want to make it too long. Because I got other things to do. This old retired lady has other things to do. Not really. I'm just going to go cross stitch. Put something on YouTube. Maybe listen to Reforge Gaming. And then later on I'll probably listen to Friday Night Tights. And then Reforge Gaming, he does gaming with his wife on Friday nights for his members. So I'll probably watch that later on tonight. I think he does that at 7. So I have plenty to watch on YouTube. And, you know, plenty of other things to do. So thanks for watching. if anybody's around lurking or whatever. I have no idea. And maybe I'll try and do another stream this weekend. Look at that wax in there. Try and do a stream this weekend. I want to do that overview review of my favorite fantasy series. So I just got to sit down and do it. I just got to do it, and just kind of see how the weekend goes. If hubby watch the dogs for a while I do that recording or do the stream or whatever. So what I'll do here is I'll just put I think I got it down here. I just kind of put this over, kind of like that. Just kind of cover it up and just leave it like that. So thank you everybody for watching. Check out my other videos, subscribe to the channel so you know, and do the notifications so you know when I'm streaming again or putting up a new video. I did do a Fae Farm video on Wednesday and kind of gave my thoughts on the game. Did some gameplay, kind of went over like the game mechanics and so on and so forth. So have a great day, have a great weekend. Yay, it's Friday. And enjoy your day, enjoy the evening. Try and make the world a better place. Be a nice person, follow the golden rule, and just be sparkly and be kind, and you're gonna shine and everything will be all right. So talk to you later. Bye.